Good afternoon, everyone. Thank you so much for taking the time. I'll start with that because I know how valuable every minute is, especially in the middle of a Thursday afternoon, depending on where you're calling in from, what part of the country you're from. I want to say just a few things before we jump in. There's a lot going on right now in the industry, a lot going on here at Levinson and Associates. It's been a crazy, crazy week. So I want to start off with some of the highlights. Okay, what's new, and then obviously we're going to jump into today's full presentation, which is the part two Ringy CRM training. And the reason why I think this is so important is if you're an insurance agent, okay, and I'm going to jump in 100 feet deep right now because I think it's so important. If you're an insurance agent in today's time, right, here we are, the end of 2022, coming into 23, and you're out there prospecting, and it doesn't matter life, health, annuity, P&C, securities, whatever it is, okay, and you don't have a follow-up system. You're riding a horse in reverse in New York City, right, in 2022, which does not and shouldn't exist in today's time. So it is literally impossible for you to grow your business, right, unless you have an automated follow-up system. It's impossible. Think about, and I like to explain it like this. If you have your bucket, right, one of those orange 5-gallon Home Depot buckets, right, and you fill it with all of your prospects, right, your existing clients, your health clients, your neighbors, your networking group, from the local small business owners or the Sawgrass team or whatever it is, and you take all these people, even if you met someone one time, you grab their business card or you scan their card, whatever it is, okay? Take all these people and throw them into that orange 5-gallon Home Depot bucket, okay? How in the world are you going to keep your name in front of all these people, right? Because if they bought a health policy or plan from you 7 years ago, how come they're not a good candidate for life insurance or an annuity, right? If they bought a life insurance policy from you 3.5 years ago and now their sister in law needs a policy, okay? How do you know when they're ready? And how do you know they're going to call you? You're never going to know is the answer unless you have an automated follow up system and a way to keep your name in front of all these people. And it doesn't matter if it's your neighbor 6 doors down, or it doesn't matter if it's your top client that bought a $172,000 IUL from you 7 years ago. Okay. It shouldn't make a difference. All of these people in that orange bucket need to remember that Bill Levinson is the go to insurance guru. Okay. And also that Bill handles not just life, not just health, not just annuities, but all lines of insurance, right? Because they have to remember, hey, that crazy guy with the cool picture, with the neat haircut, right? That's the go to guy when it comes to life insurance. And when I have referrals and friends, and anytime the word life insurance or annuities or health comes up, they're going to remember me, Bill Levinson, right? So that's the name of the game. And that's the only way to grow because the more people that enter that bucket, right? Which, by the way, you should be literally putting every single person you come across into that bucket, even family members, because they need insurance too, right? So this Ringy tool is a way to keep all of those people organized and to keep your name in front of them, right? And to make sure that on a Sunday when you're watching the Miami Dolphins football game, that all of a sudden you just got a text message from Susie, and you have no idea who Susie is, by the way, but Susie was your old neighbor from 7 houses ago, and guess what? She needs an IUL, and she's setting up a calendar appointment with you in your shared calendar for next Tuesday at 2:15 p.m., and you click accept. Okay? Wouldn't that be awesome? That's what Ringy does in a nutshell. Okay? Rather than take all these people and spread them out over a shelf that's in your basement collecting dust every day, okay, you're taking that same group of people, putting them into this bucket, keeping them organized, keeping your name in front of them. So when the need comes up, they remember Bill Levinson, the local insurance guru. By the way, it doesn't even have to be local these days. It could be the statewide, it could be nationwide, right? Doesn't make a difference. Everything's done virtual now. So that's another reason. Anyway, you need to use a tool like this. And we don't make a penny. Okay. If you say, hey, I want to use the free trial, or hey, I want to set up my subscription, we don't make 1 penny from this. Okay. Now, we do make a penny when you write new business. So I know this system works because we use it for agents. Okay. So my purpose today, along with Carlos and Annalise, and we have some real live life insurance agents on with us as well that are going to speak, but we all believe in this system and know it works, that I'm willing to put my money and time where my mouth is by saying, hey, you need to use a platform like this because the return is going to be huge. Okay, of course, for you, commission wise, hello, that's why we're here. Number two, it's going to be a great return for us here at Levinson. Why? Because we don't make anything until you write business. Okay, so there's no secret sauce here, no gray area. That's the name of the game. All right, you save 30% off if you're a Levinson agent, okay, for your first 6 months, or you can use the free trial for 2 weeks, okay, and you don't have to spend any zero. So it's a win-win-win across the board. And I asked Carlos about 2 months ago now, I said, let's do a part one, part two training. I want to make sure our agents are comfortable with the concept for those that are already using it or for those that haven't even looked into it yet. So that was the purpose. Now, today is part two, and we're giving away a total of $3,000 in incentives on this call today. Okay, so in about an hour, maybe 50 minutes, around 4 p.m. Eastern Time, I'm going to ask 2 questions that have to do with our presentation today. And if you answer correctly and first, you win. Okay, 2 questions, 2 chances. Then I'm also giving away, get ready for this, an iPad and 150 free leads to the person that was 50th to register and the person that was the 500th registrant. So 50 and 500, you're also winning. We're going to announce all 4 names at the end. So make sure you are on, make sure you're paying attention, writing down notes, using that question box, okay, type away, and we're going to answer every question that comes in as soon as we wrap up at the end. I promise you that. And then we're going to send a thank you email before we leave by, let's say, 7, 8 p.m. this evening. Okay? All right. Now, before I dive in here, what I want to talk about, there's been a lot of changes in the industry. Okay? Now, there's been 2 term products that have been discontinued. We still have a little bit of time to sell them if there's absent, of course, but we have great solutions. And not only do we have great solutions, in my opinion, okay, and I think you will attest to this, but as far as the Bestow product going away, the new Assurity Hero term, which is an exclusive contract separate from Assurity, is bigger, better, and more competitive. Okay, and here's why. And it's just so crazy the way this happened. I mean, on Monday, we find out that Bestow is going away on 12/30, the end of the year, December 30th. And guess what? We've already been working on this new term, right, by Assurity. And the new term, listen to this, okay? By the way, if you want to write down notes, and in fact, you can pay attention, left-hand corner of the slide, the new product goes to $2 million instant decision. It can be 100% direct to consumer, or sell it over the phone, sell it through your website, sell it if you want to network with a PNC agency, whatever it is. Okay, and here's what's so neat. Number one, your agent of record. Okay, triple digit agent commission, full renewals on term insurance, standard or better. Okay, full conversion option free to the Assurity Whole Life product. Okay, no extra charge to the client, and scholarship approved. Okay, this is SAGE approved through Assurity Life. So You talk about, using Facebook ads to generate traffic, maybe networking with a PNC agency, right? We can build a landing page just for that PNC agency, and every product sold, you get full commission plus renewals. It's your clients, it's your book of business. This isn't a referral fee. So talk about bigger and better. So the product is available today. Okay, we just launched it. We have the podcast coming out this weekend, and the Insure Me Now Direct part, the programming that's going on, will be done by year end. So by the time Bestow goes away on December 30th, the new hero term by Assurity is going to be up on Insure Me Now Direct. Okay, it's just about done right now. And even if you can't wait till end of year, you want to get started today, we can get you appointed and have your link set up, your own landing page with your picture. We can do that as soon as you get appointed, which only takes a couple days. So this is going to be awesome. Then we find out 2 days ago about American National and ECO. Their term is going away. Okay, end of year, gone. Now, yes, they had a good term, good living benefits, but we have a great solution here too. Life of the Southwest. Talk about term with living benefits. There is no better product and carrier when it comes to living benefits than LSW, okay, and Emeritus. Another great term with living benefits. The best part, they're both scholarship approved. Okay, that means free scholarship to any client that purchases, let's say, any of the term or perm products from those carriers. So it's a win-win. It doesn't cost you anything. It doesn't cost the client anything. And then we have lots of other options on the right-hand side as well. So you don't have to worry. Okay, we have your back. Call any one of our marketers. We can run quotes. We can do comparisons. Whatever you want, we are here for you every step of the way, as you know. And again, proof in the pudding, okay? And just call us and you'll see what I'm talking about, or shoot us an email, whatever you prefer. All right, let's keep moving along. What I want to talk about here is a place that you better be, and you better pencil in this date right now, and it's April 21. April 21 of next year is our Levinson Annual Agent Expo, bigger, better than ever. Okay, and I'm on record saying this. I hope you RSVP'd by now. If you didn't, make sure to do it as soon as possible, because we're capped out at 300 agents. Now, this, if you've never been before, great event, great place to network, great place to learn all about the latest and greatest from the Levinson core carriers on the life and annuity side. In fact, Ringy was there, the CEO, and Carlos live presenting at the 2022 Expo. So hopefully we'll do the same for 23, and we're going to have an agent panel. Okay, so this gives you an opportunity to ask other agents in the field questions about marketing and how do they utilize Ringy and what CRM do they like and how do they e-blast and whatever the case is, what lead programs do they like to use, all the above. So it's going to be a very, very unique expo, brand new for us, and I think you're going to love it. It'll be a day full of sales ideas and strategies you can walk away with that evening to make more sales. Okay, that's the whole name of the game for the Levinson Annual Agent Expo. And then starting at just $25,000, you can start qualifying for a free night stay at our beachfront resort. And then obviously up to $60,000 is 2 free nights, beachfront resort, and round trip airfare. You can combine life and annuity premium as well. Okay, let's keep moving along. This is my last slide, and then Carlos will take the wheel. What I want to mention, I said it in the beginning when I opened up, it's been a crazy week here, obviously, with Bestow and then American National, right? And then obviously we had to rush our new hero term product, programmers, licensing, and then obviously we have to gear up with Life of the Southwest and Emeritus, right? Because they're going to get a ton of business from, let's say, term that was going to go to American National. So it's been crazy. And then tomorrow we have our local Boca Raton LSW, and this is pretty cool, Living Benefits Certification meeting. Okay, so we're doing that live in South Florida tomorrow morning, 9 a.m. Okay, the meeting's 9 to 12. If you're in South Florida, let us know today. Okay, if you can make that meeting tomorrow complimentary, and it gives you a new designation on your business card that you're Living Benefits Certified. First time we ever did this with LSW. So very exciting. It's going to be a great time tomorrow, 9 a.m. South Florida. Let's keep moving along. Okay. What I want to talk, let's back up just for 1 second. I have a couple little things, and then Carlos will take the wheel. Okay. So we have carrier incentives on the left-hand side, and then let's move over to the middle section here. The new hero term backed by a surety life. Again, exclusive contract, exclusive distribution. Right now, only available through Levinson with Insure Me Now Direct. Okay, which is direct to consumer. So again, up to $2 million, up to age 60. And and when you think about traditional term insurance, right, with like Banner, AIG, Prudential, and then you think, let's say, hero term, right? In the past, you would think of non-med term. Oh, it's very expensive. There's a lot of small print, gray area. Okay, that in the past, I agree. Now, with this new hero term, when you look at traditional term on the left side, on the right side, this new instant decision term, it is neck and neck, okay, as far as underwriting goes, okay? Pricing, commissions, renewals, all of it, even the rating, okay? A-dash rated from AM Best, everything is neck and neck, okay? Except I'm going to tell you there's one downside and one downside only. It's priced about 5 to 7% higher than a traditional term, okay? But your client can literally click on your website 2 a.m., buy the product, get approved, okay? You wake up, boom, full commission plus renewals. So the convenience factor, in my opinion, is well worth that 5, 6, 7% difference. But other than that, now it is neck and neck, okay? But it's a new world. It's like Amazon selling versus, the dinosaur age in, the 70s and 80s, back when I first started, right? In the, let's say, 80s, 90s, when you think of like the brown tie that stops at your belly button, the old MetLife agents, right? So a lot of the companies are stuck back there. You need to think the new Amazon type of selling. For term insurance under 2 million, there's no easier place to sell product and supplement your income. Okay, let's keep moving along here. So American National, we spoke about that. Symetra, and then on the right-hand side, just a few other things I want to mention. The podcast episode we are launching over the weekend, okay? And I literally sat down with the two Hero Assurity Term RVPs. That's going to be a great launch that you need to pay attention to because it's a good way to market to and with P&C health agencies, banks, financial institutions, all the above. We have a new, think about this for a second, okay? Spanish speaking consumers and agents. We have a new Spanish section on our website. We have FAQ videos, all the above. So some really, really cool stuff we've been working on and we're very proud of. And then, of course, the agent scorecard is now available when you log into our website. And that gives you pie charts, the 100-foot overview on all of your business here at Levinson. Okay, let's jump in. I know I ranted a little bit. I promised Carlos he would get his 30, 40 minutes today. So without further ado, I want to introduce my friend Carlos Correa from Ringy. Carlos, you there, buddy?
I'm here. I'm here. Thanks for having me, everybody. And for those of you that are here again, welcome back. Today, I have a couple of treats for you. We're going to kick it off with an actual agent. She's in the same space as a lot of you guys, or most of you, in the life insurance space. Excuse me. She's an independent broker who's a friend of mine as well, and she's been using our platform for years now. So she's seen all the changes, all the upgrades, improvements. I'm just going to have her kind of give a little testimonial of maybe how she uses it or how it's changed, the way she does business prior to using it. And then after that, we're going to have Peter, our account executive, give you a non-formal demo, put some eyes on the actual platform, give you some feedback from agents, clients of his as well. So you guys will know once you start using the platform, the best way to utilize it. So that's kind of the game plan for today. And again, thanks, Bill, for having us here. So Mel, if you want to unmute yourself, I don't mean to put you on the spotlight there, and I appreciate you for joining. She did this on a quick call, and we appreciate her for that. But yeah, Mel, if you want to unmute yourself, just gonna have basically a quick convo, just so everybody can kind of hear your side, how you utilize Ringy, and what it's done for you and your business. So again, don't have to go too crazy. I just want everyone to hear from an actual agent versus, the people that work for the company, how Ringy works for them and what it's done to their business. So yeah, so without further ado, here's Melanie, but she goes by Mel. If maybe you just want to start off by just talking about your experience using Ringy and what it has done for you and your business and how you continue to use it, that would be awesome.
For sure, for sure. Hi everyone, my name is Melanie. So I've actually been using Ringy for a few years now. I want to say back in 2018 was probably when I first started.
Yeah.
Right around then. And I would say it definitely changed the game. I know we're in a space where we're constantly purchasing leads as well as using our current book of business. And it is just very important to have something, one centralized area where everything is just organized. For me, it was definitely the follow-ups and the drip text messages that really, really, really elevated my business. Because I know, you know how it is. You buy a batch of leads, you can speak to them and, work them all really, really hard for a week or two. And by then you've kind of just moved on to, newer and better leads, and you're kind of leaving them on the back burner, the ones that you've bought previously. And Ringy just always is continuously doing that outreach for you. So I know that alone, that's the number one thing for me that's definitely helped.
Awesome. And would you say, I know that you've kind of been an advocate for us. Would you say that people that maybe haven't been using it for years, what are some of like the reactions? And you don't have to, give me everybody's reaction, but kind of like a general reaction or response feedback that you get from people that you kind of lead them to the Ringy platform. What type of feedback are you getting from like newer users? Maybe not someone seasoned like yourself.
Yeah, definitely that it makes it streamlines their whole process, I should say. You kind of do all these things separately and you don't realize how much time really goes into it. And Ringy just kind of does it all at once for you. So number one feedback I always get back is like, okay, how did I do everything on my own before? Ringy really just streamlines everything for you, and it's kind of like one centralized place to do it all, and you're just going to have so much more time in your day without having to manually do all your follow-ups, manually, confirm all your appointments. It literally does everything for you.
Yeah, that's awesome. And then as far as like, and this will probably be the last question, as far as being on the life side, is there anything that you would say is obviously the follow-up's a big thing and the organization's a big thing, and maybe that is your answer, but is there anything outside of that you would say to the actual life industry that it really benefits? Is it like the booking page or anything like that you would say really you've noticed is a huge benefit as far as utilizing the platform in the life insurance space?
Yeah, that was what I was definitely going to say, the booking page. I don't know if you guys know what that is, but they do provide you with your own page that people and your clients can actually go and click a link to schedule their own appointments. So if you actually put that link in like some follow-up drips and you're constantly getting that link in front of your clients or your leads, they're going to start booking appointments without you even having to speak with them first. And you'll randomly get a text message notification saying, hey, you have an appointment at this day, or, hey, you have another appointment here. That basically, you don't even have to do anything. It goes right in front of their face. They click the link, they type in what time and date works best for them, and they're self-booking. So that is definitely one of my favorite features for sure.
Awesome, awesome. Yeah, and that's something that Peter will show you here shortly. The reason I bring that up is I just know a lot of our clients on the life side, especially, just always rant and rave about that because they can add it to their social media platforms, to their email signature, and then obviously the name of the game is getting appointments. So when you see that somebody's booking on your calendar without you even picking up the phone or having to, do an initial call with them, it's nice to fill up that calendar, without really having to do much. So that's kind of what I wanted to get your personal feedback on that. But yeah, that was all great. And thanks for taking time out of your busy day. I know it's a busy time of the year for everybody. So thanks again, Mel. We appreciate your testimonial. And I think what we can do next, Annalise, is we can share Peter's screen. And Peter is an account executive with Ringy. I'm sure at the end of the demo, he'll give you his contact information so you can reach out to him personally. He can do a one-on-one demo with you. And he, again, deals with our clients. All right, I think I was kicked off there, but hopefully everybody can hear me again. But Peter is an account executive here with Ringy. He deals with a lot of our clients, and he gets one-on-one feedback from individual producers, general agency owners, managers. He's on the front lines, so he's going to give you an informal demo. I don't want it to be this, stuffy black and white thing where you guys are just sitting back and yawning while he's going through a demo. So what I asked him to do for us is basically make it life insurance, this space oriented, right? Obviously, it's not really important for you guys to hear how, maybe a realtor uses our platform or, an accountant or something like that. But yeah, he's going to give some examples, some tips and tricks that he's heard from his clients directly. Because again, that's something we do here. I know both Robbins and Peter will do strategy sessions with their clients, which is literally just a 30-minute call after you've signed up to give you an idea of better practices, right? Better ways to utilize the platform, better ways to get more out of it. And again, that's something that we will do for you, mainly then. Peter and Robbins, they'll be who you'll be speaking with, if you do schedule something like that. So without further ado, here's Peter Villar. He's an account executive here, and he'll go ahead and give a nice walkthrough of our platform so you can actually get some eyes on it. And I know you hear a lot about Ringy, but let's show you what it actually is and how you can use it. So thanks again, Peter, and the floor is yours.
All right, thank you so much for the introduction, Carlos. I did have to make some security changes to share my screen, so I may have to quit and reopen here. Just give me just one moment to do so, okay?
Yep, no problem.
Thank you.
Well, while he's doing that, I'll just and Peter, when you're back up, just say something. But I wanted to, number one, thank Mel and Carlos. And when you're listening to the presentation, right? And obviously, if you're focused on life, health, annuity, you can kind of feel the theme here that it really doesn't make a difference, right? It's all about getting your name in front of these prospects, these leads, these neighbors, network, all the above. So I think, once he dives in, gives you the 100-foot overview, you can kind of relate this to your individual business. And another way that you can think about this, let's say back like in the 80s and 90s, okay? Let's say you hired an assistant, an admin assistant, call it whatever you want, right? They even have virtual assistants. And this person you paid, whatever, right? They work 40, 50 hours a week, maybe 10, 20 bucks an hour, whatever it is. And they sat there and called all of your leads and clients, prospects, right, to set appointments for you, okay? When you think of Ringy, that's exactly the way this system was built, was to do all of that work for you, obviously without the expense of having to hire an assistant, a person, okay? So it's just all of the automated follow-up in the background on autopilot. I think that's the nutshell here. Okay, I think he's good to go. Peter, you there?
Yes, I am. Thank you.
Okay, no problem.
All right.
Perfect.
Hello, everybody.
Thanks for that, Bill.
Thanks for the introduction, Bill. Thank you again, Carlos. My apologies, everybody, for that. But again, I'm Peter. I'm an account executive with Ringy CRM. So what I want to do is just show you some examples of what some agents that I'm working with are having success with on our software here. Before we do that, though, I just want to show you our webpage. You can come in here, take a look at our products. We also have an up-to-date blog you could take a look at as well. So I'm going to bring you to our login screen first. And what I'll do is I'll show you this on our life insurance demo account. So actually, guys, you don't have to create anything from scratch. You can sync with this life insurance demo account, and it's a real simple plug and play for you. You'll get everything that we're showing you here today when it comes to the texting templates, as well as email templates as well, so that you can get ready to start using the software and hit the ground running. So without further ado, I'll get logged in here. And what I want to do first and foremost is bring you to the real heartbeat of our software, which is exactly what we're talking about, the automations for texting as well as email capabilities. So right here on this life insurance demo account, you're already going to be provided with these initial text messages. So as soon as you plug leads into the software, they're immediately going to receive a text message from you to provide them with first contact. So everything that you're seeing here is already provided for you on this demo account. And then as far as the drip marketing goes, all the follow-up drips are already set up for you here. So as soon as you receive a lead here today, they receive that initial text message and there's no response for them, guess what? It goes out the very next day at 1 p.m. without you doing anything. You can be busy doing phone calls, doing a presentation with somebody else. This is automatically going out for you. And as you can see here, it continues to follow up with them on a scheduled basis. So you don't have to worry about doing anything manually. Ringy is going to nurture your leads, keep you in constant contact with them, following up with them 1 week later, 2 weeks later, even 3 weeks down the road. So the leads that you may have forgotten about and following up with them, Ringy still hasn't forgotten about them, still following up with them on a scheduled basis, ensuring no leads slip through the cracks. Now, when I'm doing presentations and doing strategy sessions with some of my prospects, Melanie brought up a great point. We provide you with a booking page that you can create here in your account settings, right here. You can copy the link, save it up here, as you can see here. Anytime I'm on the phone with somebody, if they don't have time to book an appointment, guess what? You don't have time to speak with me, what day and what time works best for you? Let's get that scheduled for you. But more importantly, you guys are busy. You may not be able to answer phone calls or respond to text messages. So what a lot of agents are doing is they're editing some of these automated texts that are going out to their prospects. So once you guys create your booking page link, look at this. You can click on the purple pencil. You can customize any of these messages here, whether it's the initial text message or all the follow-up drip text messages. So maybe you want them to book an appointment with you through your booking page. Go in here, book an appointment with me. And then guess what? Right here, you just click on hashtag my booking link. It's going to pull your booking page link up for your prospects. That way they can book an appointment with you at their earliest convenience without you doing anything. The beauty about that also, like Bill was saying, maybe it's Sunday, you're watching the Dolphins play. You're getting calls forwarded to your mobile app. Download the mobile app. It's free. You can download it from the Google Play Store or the App Store. So maybe it's Sunday. You have a scheduled text to go out at 1 p.m. in the middle of a football game. You can answer that call. You can close a deal with any of your prospects when they're calling you, even when you're not working. And that's the real beauty about Ringy CRM. It's working for you on the back end 7 days a week, so you don't have to worry about following up any prospects. More importantly, you don't have to hire a VA, just like Bill was saying. You know, that can cost you a lot of funds. You're hiring someone for $10 to $20 an hour. Ringy with you guys, $69 for the first 6 months. 1 or 2 deals can almost pay for the whole subscription that you have for the whole year. So everything here, you're going to be provided with. All you have to do is go to your account settings, sync with the life insurance demo account. You'll receive everything that you're seeing right here. The initial text, the follow-up text messages, and it's all scheduled to go out automatically for you. And this is for texting. Over here is where the emails are located. You can customize this if you wanted to. This is essentially a plug and play for you, so you guys don't have to create anything from scratch. You're ready to hit the ground running. So that's what a lot of agents that I'm doing strategy sessions with, they like to implement the booking page link in their automated text. That way prospects can book appointments with them when the software is working for them on the back end. Now, to give you guys just a brief overview here, you know, as far as your dashboard goes, everything here is updating in real time. You'll see leads that are coming through, new text messages that are coming through. This is all updating in real time. Anybody books an appointment, you'll see right here who booked it and the date and time is scheduled for. You can schedule follow-ups with prospects. As you see here, it's letting you know you have 1 follow-up for the day, keeping you on top of your game so you don't have to scramble through your notes with a pen and pad and see what you have in store for the day. So this will keep you on top of your game, letting you know everything that you're doing daily. And then your leads. Leads are all going to be located here. You can filter them out based off these filters: a start date, lead vendors, states, time zones. You can filter by disposition tags. Maybe you have a lot of prospects that are interested. Filter out interested. That way you can give them all a call that very next day or that day. So this is where your leads are located. When you go to a lead profile, some additional stuff that you can do here as well. Provide notes. Click to call. It's updates in real time. It tracks the number of times you've called your prospects right here. Once we call somebody right now, Guess what? It updates right then and there. Number 20, keeping you on top of your game there as well. Maybe you have some people that want to do video meetings. Guess what? We have a proprietary software. You can do video meetings within your account. It's quick and easy for prospects. They don't have to download any extra extensions or applications onto their computer. All you have to do is schedule the link right here. Once you do that, this will generate a room name with your prospect's first and last name. Schedule it for a start date and a start time. You can have this video meeting for 1 all the way up to 3 hours. Require a passcode or not. And you can also record it. Once you create a meeting, it just generates a web page link right here. You can send it to your lead via text or email, whichever is more convenient for them. Send a preset reply here. These are all shortcuts that we created off top performing agents in the life insurance industry. You click video meeting link, generates that message. All you have to do is copy the link and send it to them. It's a real simple process for them. They don't have to download extra extensions. They don't have to download applications onto their computer. All you have to do, send them that link, they click it, you click join, you're ready to go right then and there for you. Okay? So these are some cool features that you have here. Birthday text, wish someone a happy birthday, it goes out automatically on the date for you. So really, guys, you're going to be in 4 core areas really day in and day out. You're going to be in your dashboard seeing what's updating in real time. Viewing the leads that you have in your account. Click to call, filter them out here. Anytime you have a text message, go to your inbox. Any text message you receive are located right here. And if you guys want, we have a power dialer here. It's a progressive dialer. It calls each lead that you have in these stages back to back to back to back. And guess what? You don't have to create these stages. Once you sync with the life insurance demo account, you receive everything that you're seeing here. Receive 100 leads today, they're all going to get uploaded right here. You can call them all on this stage. It's going to call everyone back to back to back until there's no more leads left for you to dial. So you're able to manage your time a lot better, especially through the automations for texting and email. You're able to get in contact with your leads via telephone as well on a lot faster basis for you at the end of the day. So really, guys, you know, it's not this super complicated software where you have to go get a degree and figure out how to use it. It's a really user-friendly platform. All you have to do is focus on these 4 core areas and you're ready to go and start using the software at the end of the day for yourself. So these features here, these are just additional bells and whistles for you guys. If you guys use Google Calendar, sync with it. Shows all your appointments that you have for the day here. You can also sync with this with your booking page. So if you're ever blocking off availability on your Google Calendar, guess what? It blocks it off on your booking page. You don't have to worry about scheduling conflicts, people booking appointments with you and you're not available. If you guys are into analytics, we have a report section. Shows your leads that you're getting, the number of leads sold, the disposition tags that you're using most frequently, even drip marketing analytics. Shows you the number of leads that were reached, the response rate that you're getting with them. Shows you all analytics on the software here. You guys, you can even create campaign blasts. Maybe you want to blast people. You want to send maybe 500 people a text message. Maybe they ghosted you. Just haven't been able to get in contact with them. You can send a mass blast out to them via text and or email. That way you can try and revive some of your dead prospects that you have. So a lot of cool features here. Phone setup. Of course, this is where you get your phone numbers. Phone numbers are $1 a month. They're leased directly to you from our telecom provider. You're not worried about working with any pooled, shared, or recycled numbers. It's all here for you. Account settings, manage account, disposition tags. You're already provided with these so you can know what stage that your leads are in. They're color coordinated. So the more you use the software, you're going to see, oh, it's yellow. They're interested. They're quoted. Take a look at these. There's automated actions that's already triggered for you. When you sell somebody, it's automatically going to send them a text message, reaching out to them, congratulating them on being approved. A lot of cool stuff in here that you can implement. And guess what? You can also create your own disposition tags. You can trigger your own automated actions to occur as well. Digital voicemail box. Create a voicemail box. Anytime people call you, leave a nice greeting for them. It's all located here for you. So just like Melanie was stating, we're a very centralized software. everything's all located here. We're an all-in-one platform. At the end of the day, you're going to be in 4 core areas, just your dashboard, leads, your inbox, and your sales pipe, just manage your book of business. If you guys want to make manual phone calls, we have a built-in VoIP icon up here. Type in the phone number to your outreach with. More importantly, smart local ID. So you guys probably doing business in different states. You can purchase local area code phone numbers in the states you're doing business in to help increase your contact rate. Smart local ID will automatically do that for you. Maps the area code from whatever state your lead is located in with the phone number that you have affiliated with your account. You can record your conversations. If you guys have a team, be the team administrator, monitor your agent's phone calls. You also have the ability to do a barge and whisper to your agent. So if this icon turns from a gray to a purple color, click join call. You could feed your agent a couple one-liners, maybe to help them get that sale, get a boost of confidence in them. So a lot of the cool features here that we can provide. And with my agents, a lot of them love to include that automated booking link that I was showing you guys. It puts that booking link in front of their prospects. The more text messages that go out to them, the more it's putting your name in front of them. So wanted to thank you guys for your time going over this presentation with me, this brief overview of Ringy. Again, my name is Peter. You can reach me at 954-799-4506. I'll also include that in the chat as well as my email too. Thanks again for everything today, guys.
Yeah, and great job, Peter. Thanks for that. Real quick before you run off, I wanted to get some of your, your direct feedback, and then we'll take more than 5 minutes on this. What are some of the, I know you mentioned the booking page, but what are some of the main things that you see when you speak to your clients that are, in selling life or annuities? What's some of the feedback that you get as far as what's making their lives easier and what's really helping them with their business? Is there anything specifically like a main, I noticed that when I speak to some clients, like on the, and I deal mainly with, the offices and the companies, but there's always usually like a main trait, a common trend as far as feedback. Is there something that you've noticed, anyone that maybe switches over to Ringy or maybe wasn't using anything before, that they'll kind of let you know is working for them, or that's really made their business just run a little more fluidly, excuse me?
Yeah, absolutely. And that really comes when it comes to our automations for texting and email here. Just like Melanie was stating when she was speaking earlier, it's hard to manage your prospects. You're getting 10, 20 leads a day. Sometimes people are getting over 100 every week. Can't manage all that yourself. It's hard to do that on a daily basis, especially when you're doing presentations and you're doing your own business. So here, having the software working for them on the back end 7 days a week, they're able to put their feet up and kind of relax a little bit more, have more time throughout their day. Instead of dialing 300 leads every single day, our software is putting them in front of their prospects via text message and email, so they don't have to worry about doing any of that manually on a day-to-day basis.
Got it. Awesome. Okay. Well, great job. Thank you so much. And then again, you could reach Peter with the number he gave you. And you could also go to our website, book a demo, and get a demo with either him or Robbins. And they'll gladly go through the software with you on a one-on-one basis. Maybe you have some specific questions. But yeah, definitely. I try my best to not make this an infomercial on Ringy. But it really does change the way a lot of agents do their work. I mean, there's a reason we've grown, to over 2,000 active agents on our platform, and I'd say 90% of them are either life or health agents. So it's clearly working. Yeah, I appreciate the time. We have a cool giveaway here, so I'm excited to see how that works out. And I'm happy to answer any questions you guys may have as well. Feel free to grab my contact info from Bill or Annalise, and I'll share that with you guys as well. All of our emails are just our names at ringy.com. So if you want to reach Peter at ringy.com, Robbins at ringy.com, and then Carlos at ringy.com. Feel free to shoot us an email if you have any questions. But thanks again, and we look forward to talking to everybody soon.
That was awesome job. And, you know, I think it's great because we have so many agents out there, right, from different parts of the country and different levels of experience as far as insurance and technology. And I think you hit all corners there. Another point I want to make too is, you know, and it doesn't matter if you're 17 or 72, they make this very simple with their support team, right? You just heard a few people on the team and then one agent. They're there for you. Like when they're saying, "Oh, here's my email, here's my number," okay, they will pick up the phone and help you get started. And if you run into a problem, a snag, they're also there for you. So I just want everyone to feel comfortable. I don't want you looking at this and saying, "Oh, I'm far from a Bill Gates," you know, I don't even know how to look at the analytics. And well, it's okay. Okay, our marketing team is here to help, and their team is there to help as well. To get started. Now, let me just go to the next slide here and show you it's important, right? So you can take advantage of the 30% discount and or the free trial. So number one, you just go to our website. And again, we'll include all of this in the thank you email. You fill out this form in front of you, and then we will approve you as long as you're an active agent with Levinson. Okay, you have to be appointed with at least one company, and then send you the order form, and you are off to the races. Okay. And again, I know I'm making it sound easy, but I think once you jump in, I think that you will find it's a lot easier than you think. There's a lot less moving parts than what you think on the outside. Okay, let's keep moving. I have a couple other slides, and then we're going to do all of our giveaways. And I also want to mention, and this is so important too, Carlos, you and your team have been phenomenal. The support is amazing. In fact, I'll just say it right in front of everyone on record. Carlos and the Ringy team paid for 90% of these incentives and giveaways. And we're talking almost $5,000 between part one and part two. It's amazing. And then we're giving away the 150 leads, right? So you have leads to load in Ringy and you're ready to go. So again, win, win, win across the board. But I really wanted to stress that, you know, Carlos and Brad, you know, it's so important. Thank you for helping us and helping our agents. I'm always out there saying how, you know, I don't think any piece of technology is ever going to replace a physical live agent, and that's on the phone, virtual, face to face, whatever. But
Yep.
you have to leverage technology, and that's the key, right? At least in this
Absolutely.
lifetime, you know? Right.
Yeah,
So,
no, for sure, 100%. And we gladly, we're happy to help put together this giveaway. I think everybody on this call deserves it. Right in time for Christmas too, so it's perfect timing. But not a problem at all. I know how busy it is in this industry. I know time is everything. So just you guys showing up means a lot as well. So yeah, so thanks, and absolutely no problem, Bill.
yeah, no, of course. And not only it's Christmas, Hanukkah, New Year's, and a new fresh start to 2023, right? And with all of this, hopefully all of this stuff behind us. So a lot of great things to come. And with Ringy and the team and these incentives, it makes for, again, a win-win-win across the board. Okay, so just a couple other things I have to mention, and then we'll have these giveaways right before 4 p.m. Eastern time. We also, and I kept saying this, how it's been such a crazy week here at Levinson, and it's not over yet, right? It's all good stuff. This is our latest lead platform rollout, okay? And the same thing goes here. It's a co-op discount, right? It's kind of like the Costco approach versus the local grocery store. You're riding the coattails of 22,000 agents, right? Instead of just you calling off the street. So real fast, right? When you think about on the life side, annuity side, and health side, mailer programs, exclusive mailer programs with your return address, your company name, with a 1 to 2% return rate. Okay. Final expense mailers starting at $525 for 1,000. That's with the discount. That's about a 7 to 12% discount off retail pricing. Okay. It's huge. That includes everything: postage, printing, all the above. $530 for the annuity mailers for 1,000, everything included. Okay, there's 5 different programs once you're in the platform. So same thing goes. Just fill out the request on our website, and we will get you going. We just launched this, in fact, on yesterday's webinar. So yeah, it's been nuts. I'm barely keeping up. So every day we have something new here, but it's all great. It's good timing. So all right, let's keep moving forward. Other lead programs, right? Because you're thinking about Ringy, and remember that big orange bucket I was talking about in the beginning. You got to fill that constantly, right? With new blood, with old blood, with clients, with neighbors, family members, all the above. So these are different ways to get that lead bucket filled. So real fast, top right corner, that's another final expense mailer, co-op discounted rate if you're a Levinson agent. That's through our turnkey final expense kit called Legacy Safeguard, which is 100% complimentary. And it's basically a consumer kit you give out to the insured, and it's everything they need to know about final last wishes, planning if their spouse passes on, okay? Everything is here, and you become a final expense pro. Top left corner. So this is awesome. And the reason why I say this, so when you think about Facebook ads, social media ads, the left side has to do with these Facebook ads, real-time leads. So this one isn't a mailer, right? We have non-med of up to $1 million, no exam life insurance leads. And then top left corner is the final expense lead, same thing. And then the bottom right side, these are our second chance leads. Now, these are great to fill in the Ringy pipeline. And here's why. By the way, the 150 leads we're giving away today are these second chance leads. And here's what's interesting. So you look at these leads and say, okay, second chance, they're no good. No, that's not the case. And think about this, right? You have a new homeowner, right? Just took out a mortgage, move in the house, day one. How many mortgage protection mailers show up in that first week? Okay, 20, 50, 70. Okay, so you're first in. You just paid whatever, 30, 40 bucks for that lead. Chances of that homeowner calling the first card that shows up or the 40th card that shows up are pretty slim. So unless you have a good follow-up system like a Ringy, for example, you probably didn't get the sale. That becomes a second chance lead. So now you come in, right, at least 6 months later, and you have the great follow-up with Ringy, and you wind up getting the sale, and you're paying a couple of dollars for the leads. So I love that platform. That's another co-op discount. So you got to take advantage of this stuff and fill that orange bucket, throw everything into Ringy. And then when you're sitting there on a Sunday, watching the Dolphin game or whatever it is, Dancing with the Stars, your phone is blowing up and people are saying, hey, Bill, I want to talk Tuesday at 1, Thursday at 2, whatever it is. And you're accepting calls. Or it could be a live call right then and there, because you get a phone number through Ringy as well. So anyway, it's all great stuff. I think you kind of get the picture by now. I don't want to beat it to death. Next up, real fast, this is the Bill Levinson Experience podcast. By the way, me, Carlos, and Brad did a 1-hour interview, and we spoke all about the launch of the Ringy CRM platform. If you want to go back and check that one out, we'll include that in the thank you email. And then this is podcast 42 that I just recorded yesterday. And this is all based on the new Hero Assurity term, instant decision, 100% direct to consumer product. And like I said a few times, you as the agent, you have to leverage the technology that's available for free, right? Especially through Levinson, okay? Go out and make things happen. Be dangerous. Anyway, you have to be innovative, and that's what 42 is all about. That's our new Hero Assurity term product, $2 million, the official launch with our RVPs. Next up is our future trainings. Real fast, what I want to mention is on the bottom there, Q4 2022, we are relaunching the #1 IUL product and carrier. We have a new underwriting risk class upgrade program, so that's going to be great on the 10th. Make sure you're on that call. We have some more giveaways for that as well. Now we're going to move on to the last slide, and we're going to give away some amazing gifts right now. Okay? I hope you were paying attention, and I hope you answer first, because if you answer first incorrectly, you win. So we have 2 questions that I'm going to ask, and you got to have your little fingers on that keyboard ready to go. And then number 50 and number 500th registrant for today's presentation also wins. I'm going to announce those names. So make sure you're on it, your eyeballs are glued to the screen, and you're ready to go. And before that, I'm going to talk about our Positive Tuesday quote. That is me, right? And I'm dreaming, right? Because you always have to dream. And the quote, see it, dream it, believe it, and never stop until you achieve it. Boy, is that true. And I know it's true because this whole IMO, Levinson Associates, is a dream come true for me, okay, and for all of us on the team here. So I always say, you think it's too big, obviously that's not my yacht that I'm sitting on, but you know what? If that's your dream, if your dream is to have a family, whatever it is, write it down and move towards that goal every single day. Do something small to move towards that goal. It could be, I want to be the top MDRT agent in the world. Great. What are you doing every day to move towards that goal? That's the point here. Plan for it, right? Write that one down. Okay, giveaways. That's what we're all waiting for. Enough of the rant. Okay, first question of the day. And by the way, Carlos, again, thank you so much for you and your team helping us out with all these great prizes. First question. Are you ready? Yes, I hear the crowd chanting. We are ready to go. So the first question is, I announced earlier, and I'm sure you probably saw it by email, American National, ANICO, is doing away with their term with living benefits product. Okay, you tell me the answer first. The 2 companies I suggested to use instead of the American National term product. Okay, 2 company names. You tell me and you win. Annalise is going to tell us who answered first. This is for a new iPad, the new Apple iPad. Annalise?
All right, Bill, I'm seeing lots of answers coming in. First one would be Ryan S.
Ryan, what was the first letter of the last name?
S.
S.
S as in snake.
Ryan S., congratulations. The answer was Life of the Southwest and Emeritus. Okay, number 2. We spoke about our new lead program. Okay, we just rolled it out yesterday. You tell me the price of the mailers. Okay, the least expensive mailer, right? It was 1,000 mailers. Tell me the price, the least expensive mailer. Tell me the price, and you win that new Apple iWatch. Annalise is going to tell us who answered first and correctly.
All right. The winner first is Dean S. Another S.
Okay, Dean S.
S as in snake once again.
Got it. Dean S., congrats. And the answer, $525 for 1,000 mailers, everything included. Okay, we're going to keep moving along here. So the next one, this is a big one, 150 second chance leads goes to the 50th registrant, and that's N, like Nancy, N. Pacheco. N. Pacheco, congratulations. And then I have one more, and then the last one's going to be a little surprise. The 500th registrant for today's webinar, okay? 500th registrant for today's webinar is another Apple iPad, is D, like David, D. Patel. D. Patel, congratulations. And then the $500 gift card. Little surprise here. Here's what we're going to do. I'm going to collaborate with Carlos and his team, and whoever goes to the Ringy site, okay, and signs up for this 2-week free trial, okay, whoever signs up for the free trial and gives us the feedback on our Facebook page wins the $500 Amazon gift card. And I'll work with Carlos on this. And I think that pretty much wraps it up. I just want to truly say thank you to all the agents out there that participated. I really appreciate it. At the end of the day, this is going to help you and your business. And Carlos and your team, for the third time, you all have been amazing. And of course, our team, all kudos. And again, thank you. And I hope you put your right foot forward, hit the gas pedal, and don't stop until those dreams come true, whatever it is for you. Everybody's different. Okay, let's make it a great Q4, a great new year, and we'll talk next week. Thanks again, everyone.
Thanks, guys.
Thank you.